Today's show is sponsored by the ABV Network Merchandise Shop. Pick up your logo merchandise by heading over to abvnetwork.com, clicking on Shop, and start filling your basket today. We are also sponsored by The Bar to Go. The Bar to Go offers a fully customizable carrying case that allows you to take your favorite distilled spirits or cocktail ingredients with you. Whether you're looking for something for yourself, a customized gift, or logoed items for your business gift shop, The Bar to Go can help. Check them out at thebar2go.com. That's the number 2 in The Bar to Go. Don't forget our friends at Neely Family Distillery now ship their unique distilled spirits directly to you. To order yours, simply call 859-394-3258. Tell them the ABV Network sent you. And now, on to the show.
Let's drink!
Welcome to the Bourbon Daily, the podcast about everything bourbon delivered to you every day of the week. Today on the show, we have a roundtable discussion talking about non-bourbon bourbon companies that we like. My name is Miss Beka Sue. Please join me in welcoming my co-host, Steve Akeley, along with our special guests, Evan Van Scoik, Heidi Fosnot, and Katie Joyce.
Hey, gang, what's up?
Howdy.
Hey.
Hello.
Hello. Oh, Becca did good there. She had to pick that up live because that's wrong in the script, right?
It is wrong.
We had a change. We had a last minute change. I forgot. Yeah.
I glanced at it right beforehand when
That worked out well. It was seamless. It was seamless. Yeah.
I was like, oh no, I'm going to get
Now, unlike the show as we record this that dropped today, that was Danny following his drinking episode. And yes.
I think I cried a little bit today. And
you do hear at the beginning of the show, he's not horrible because he actually asked the question in the small talk segment. But then from that point forward, then it's just
downhill.
Oh, yeah. All the way to.
I don't think it was downhill. Like literally just the bottom fell out of the ground. It was a trap and he went into it immediately.
Yeah. Well, there you go. It happened. So
the old bourbon trap door.
Yep. It got him. Heidi said there's something she wanted to talk about, though, before we get into our discussion about these bourbon, non-bourbon companies. We'll get to that after the break. What do you got going on right now, Heidi?
After listening to that podcast today with Danny and his alter ego of Freddie Mills,
yes,
I was kind of wondering, does everybody have an alter ego that they go to when they're drinking or that your friends say that you turn into after you've had too many drinks?
Okay. Interesting.
So, yes.
Okay. This is good.
My brother is the one that he always started this, and he's got, I think it's Nathan Peters. And then I don't remember the other name, but Eddie's got two that he would refer to himself as whenever he would get, and Randy. There's Randy and then there's the other guy. But that's who he would refer to himself as. Like if anything weird happened, like, no, that was Randy. That wasn't me. I didn't do that. That was Nathan Peters that did. And Nathan Peters is the drunker alter ego of Randy. And
I do like this. Yeah. Concept.
Yeah. He started that. And then I had Nancy was mine. And then the other one I had was Darla. Darla was the drunker alter ego of Nancy.
Yeah, I feel like Darla is like the really drunk, outrageous one.
Yeah.
Your statement? Yeah.
So I get it. And also it's fun to blame someone else.
True.
I like the levels of it too.
Yeah.
Because there's sometimes
that's what I have.
Yeah, where you're a Randy, and then there's other days where you're Scotty Peters or Nathan Peters.
That's good. There are people that absolutely change like that. The funniest ones are the really quiet people that turn into chatty people when they start drinking. That's the ones you got to like, because you got certain friends that maybe they're quiet all the time, but then when they start drinking, that this whole big personality comes out. That's interesting. I don't really change that much. Me drinking versus that, maybe like 17% more obnoxious than sober Steve, drunk Steve.
Go to percentage scale.
Yeah. I'd say about 17% is about right. So, and then I drink till I get louder, and I drink till I'm basically ready to fall asleep. I'm not, I've never been like, some people like getting fights and stuff like that or whatever. Me, I'm just a guy, I'll drink till I'm ready to fall asleep. I don't, not to get the sick guy either. I'm just drink till I can't keep my eyes open anymore. So yeah, that's me. That's me. How about you, Katie? Is there a personality change? And if so, do you have a name for the different personality?
So as soon as it came up, actually, I muted myself and asked my boyfriend, because he's in the room with me. I was like, do I have another personality that I don't know about? Because I'm not sure if I have. So,
because you're in the present at the moment. Yeah.
Yeah. So his answer is that from drinking regular whiskey, beer, whatever it is, that he thinks that's actually my truest form. My alter ego, if anything, would be like when I'm being lawyer. So lawyer is my alter ego, but drinking whiskey is my truest form of who I am. I think part of it is just being an extrovert and kind of a loud person to begin with. Like, it doesn't really change that much. But I do know I need to come up with a name for this alter ego. So maybe we can come up with that here. But if I drink white wine, things get a little unpredictable in the form of like spiking my phone across the floor because someone accused me of eating one more Girl Scout cookie than I actually ate. So
we don't want to give you white wine. That is what you're saying.
Right.
White wine is
someone to fight.
Yeah, whatever that alter ego is, but it's white wine only, and it's the only thing I've ever had an issue with. Everything else,
really? Oh,
yeah.
I want to hang around Katie and drink a bunch of white wine just to see it come out. It's like the transformation. Yeah.
Like the She-Hulk side comes out.
The She-Hulk
with
comes
white wine.
out. Yes. Don't make me angry. You wouldn't like me when I'm angry. Yeah. Evan, how about you, man?
So mine's complicated.
Again, a very, very extroverted person. Very extroverted person.
Yeah. So mine's really weird. These days, I don't really have a whole lot except for like I lose some volume control, and I'm more likely to get nauseous before I get too drunk anymore. Something about being over the age of 30, I think, does it to you. But back in the heyday, when it was like a house party every weekend, and I was making just all those weird fruity drinks, punch or fish bowls and stuff like that. I actually had multiple levels. They were stages where, for whatever reason, I would go through like, one was, well, I know I'm starting to get tipsy. I have to start working out my shoulder, right? I get a kink in my shoulder. I got to stretch it out, start doing like push-ups on the stairs, not like a full push-up because that's way too much effort, but like on the stairs, you get a nice little slant. And then it turns into like ghost mode. So you like grab a blanket and you start like wearing your blanket around. And then it like also turns into zombie mode after that. And you're like bear crawling on the floor, like nipping at your guest's ankles. There's a level that you get to where I'm like, I no longer want to be upright, and I'll like put my legs up on a chair and I'm like laying with my back on the floor.
He's in stage 3.
Yeah. And,
the question was when you're drinking, not when you're using mushrooms.
Right.
I don't think I've ever been biting at people's ankles on the floor, and I've
there's also a
and that's stage 2, by the way, when he's doing that.
Yeah. And then there's the dancing and with Oreos and singing love songs to the bag of Oreos. Usually Backstreet Boys are in sync, just serenading those bag of Oreos. There were some weird levels I definitely went through, and then you get sleepy. So, like the last one's like, it's sleepy time. But all of Taylor and her sisters and brothers have nicknames. They have alter egos. I was never given a name, but like as an example, one of her sisters, like the good versus bad, you have like Buck and Bambi. So Bambi, because drunk, you get the drunk leg, she can barely stand. You've got one of her other sisters is like Phoebe, that's the fun version, and then they were like Drawdry because her name was Audrey. So like you have those good versus evil alter egos. So those are always fun. But I never got me a name. I just don't think I get drunk enough. It's been like maybe a couple times. Steve got me drunk when we were drinking, but I mean, that's probably one of the only times in the past 3 years.
Yes, we went over to his house, got him drunk. Just leave him on his bathroom floor where he spends a couple hours. And then Taylor comes home.
I sat in the bathroom for a long time.
I just went about my day. I went to Home Depot then. Some shopping.
I eventually recovered, but it took like 3 hours.
Okay, that's good. Well, Heidi, you asked the question.
So yeah, I was kind of thinking about it, and I'm like, I don't think I've ever been given a name or have a name for when I'm really drunk. I mean, there are different drinking personalities that come out. Like, Katie, you talking about the white wine. Don't give me tequila.
No.
It's if I start
Heidi also super extrovert, and but it gets even worse when she's drunk. Then she's touchy feely and loud and obnoxious. She's trying to pull my shirt up and stuff and that. He's like, dude, get out of the way. I just want to feel your boobs. Heidi,
what?
Inappropriate. No. Yeah, you did that. You don't even deny that.
I did not.
You grabbed McNew and you grabbed me. Do I need to get McNew on the phone right now?
No, McNew grabbed my boob.
Oh God, here we go.
And then it was, anyway, that was a whole nother thing. But I wasn't drunk. I wasn't drunk at that time.
No, of course not. No,
I was feeling no pain.
Just friendly.
Remember that. Yeah. But no, if I drink tequila, I tend to I don't get mad easily at anything. I'm pretty chill when it comes to that, but for some reason it's like tequila, you start messing with one of my girls that's with me, or you say the wrong thing to a brother when I'm standing there, I'm like, what, you want to go, bro? You want to go?
I've seen you mad drunk before too, by the way. There's no denying I've seen you mad drunk, so this happens too.
Heidi, do you have the nickname? If not, I have one for you.
Okay, let's hear it.
The only nicknames that I've heard, and it's from my brother, and I've called him the same thing, it's Tulula.
Oh, well, you're going to like this. Ready? It's Jekyll and Heidi.
There you go. Jekyll and Heidi.
Wow.
Wow. But I totally get Evan's whole dancing thing. Like there's times where I'm drinking and all of a sudden all I want to do is dance. And Jim says that's like his favorite drunk Heidi or feeling no pain Heidi, because I just start dancing and I don't care what you think.
What level is your brother when he is drunk and he starts pissing in kitchen drawers and stuff? What level is that?
That's like level 6.
Does that have a name?
Level 6 out of 5. That's a whole bottle of Papa Pilar Barrel.
Oh God.
A half a bottle of
everything would be thrown away. Katie, would you care if someone came in and just took a whiz in your kitchen where you keep your bowls and stuff like that? Just like
I would be livid.
Right. Yeah, me too.
Like I would come to your house sober and piss on things to get back, because that's the only way to really answer.
Heidi's like just used to this stuff. She's like, oh, okay, well, let's get a wash going. Yeah, let's get.
At least you didn't pee on somebody. Like my brother Darren peed on David's wife.
Oh God!
What?
He got so drunk one night, and they were sharing a hotel room. We were going to a family wedding, and Darren got up in the middle of the night, and he
What is the deal with people not knowing where a toilet is?
Peed on Jackie. And Jackie woke up as he was peeing.
I've never been that drunk. I don't know what that level of drunkenness is.
I haven't either. I agree, Steve, because
I've always known where the toilet is.
I've never peed somewhere wrong.
Right.
I mean, I've peed outside while drunk very quickly, so I don't have to walk inside, but that's still an appropriate place.
Exactly.
We have a thing. We call it the Drunk Olympics. And so like right now, David has that title. I had the title for a while, but David totally has that title now.
Yeah.
It's wild that, because one of my brother's friends actually, out at our lake cabin, he peed in a drawer in a drawer in my brother's.
I don't understand.
And of course, someone like people just sleep wherever when they're out there. And one of our girlfriends was sleeping in that room when he went in there and peed in the drawer. And she wakes up and is like, "What are you? Oh my God!" and starts screaming. And the guy left the next morning without ever saying anything. And it's like, do you remember peeing in the drawer? And that's why you never said anything. But I just don't understand how you end up peeing in a drawer. Like that was
not
weird
even the same motion, right?
Yeah, because it's not like muscle memory at all.
Right.
Like a trunk or a drawing desk makes sense. That's the same motion of lifting a lid, but pulling a drawer out doesn't make sense for a toilet.
It's that's
The
what
drawing desk is okay. Yeah.
I can understand like a guy just peeing on like a wall.
Right.
To open a drawer and to pee into a drawer.
Yeah.
Or like in a trash can, like open up the trash can lid, like something like
Right.
that. I get
Well,
that
the only
kind of.
thing you could think of. So David had never been to our house. That was the first time.
Well,
he had
sure,
been
that
there.
happens. I've done that. Now I've done that where I've just been to people's house. And a lot of times I'll piss in the drawer. Like I thought.
Yeah, you just pee in a drawer then.
You guys never gave me the house
Where
tour.
bathroom's at.
That's on you because you didn't give me the house tour. So I didn't know.
How are you supposed to know where to pee?
Right. You don't tell me.
It only makes sense.
So yeah, that makes sense to me. That does make sense.
Numerous. I thought we were talking about at home,
Yeah,
but
you didn't tell him. Yeah.
I didn't tell her it was.
So yeah, pissing in the drawer.
No. No, he knew, so he knew where the bathroom was. He was just, I think he was so drunk. He was like sleepwalking drunk. I don't know. I've never seen him like that. What the best part was, we were making fun of him so bad afterwards that he got mad.
And
you got mad, man.
Yeah, mad. So mad. Yes. Matter of fact, he heard Heidi talking about that. He just stopped her video. So yeah, David apparently
Her
didn't
face stopped in a funny way too. A little bit.
Yeah. It looks like she's in Russia reporting from something. The way it looks like her hat's dark and I don't know.
Her lights
from
keep going
Russia.
out on her too. She's got something going on. She's not telling us about.
Yeah.
Some secret.
All right. Well, it's time to drink. What is everyone drinking? Let's start with Katie. Katie, what are you drinking there?
I am having some Basil Hayden toast.
Okay, Heidi's back. That's good. A little sloshy at the end there, but overall good. Good form. I've got Ezra Books Distillers Collection. This is a gift shop pick from Lux Row. Good, not quite as good as Katie's. Katie does get a penalty, but I think she still has the lead despite the penalty. So she is our leader right now. Beka, what do you got?
I am drinking a very special bottle tonight, and it was from a friend that just got married.
Van Scoik.
This is the Van Scoik Vows wedding whiskey. I'm happy we bought two of these because this is delicious.
Very good. Very good.
And the fact that the proof 11/6/21, it's so
cool. That's amazing.
It's a delicious pour. So congratulations on getting married, and congratulations on a great bourbon that you guys did.
Okay. No, not enough to knock Katie off. McNew, of course, tried to do the old Irish exit. You know, we were all together, and we had like a bottle share at a hotel in the hotel lobby. And McNew says, "I got to go to the bathroom." And the next thing you know, she's booking the hell. She left her Van Scoik vials on the table. So but we did get it back to her, Evan. So she did get it back. But yeah.
Now, how much was left in it? That's up.
That's on her for leaving it. Yeah.
She got the bottle back.
Yeah, she got the bottle back. So
now that part's
she can make a candle now. Yeah.
What's in it is not our problem.
Exactly. All right, Evan, we'll have you go next.
All right, I've got a single barrel from Starlight. This is their rye finished in VDN. And I've only had to Google what VDN is like a dozen times to remember.
I don't know what that is.
Vino de Naranja. It's like an orange wine.
Interesting. Oh, that might be good. I like some of that. Oh.
Ooh, good. Very nice.
I think that's the leader. I think he took over the lead. And there's no slosh at the end either. So, yeah, I think so. All right. That means, Heidi, you are between Evan and Evan winning. So what do you got?
I got my Yellowstone. I got to open this now so that Jim can come get it so he can have it while we watch
the show. Okay.
Get that fresh crack.
Oh, she got it. She got it.
That was it.
Yeah,
that was real good.
That took a while. That was a lot of, it's almost like, was that a combination lock? I heard twist, twist.
Like multiple turns going on there.
13, 26, 40.
Well, there's a certain way you got to do that one on Yellowstone.
All right. Cheers.
Hey, cheers, Evan. Congratulations on your wedding.
Yes,
thank you.
First time. Married Evan. There you go.
His first time married. Good job.
Evan's first time married. No, first time cork pop as a married man, I guess. I should have said. All right. Good deal. We'll take a quick break. And when we come back, we're going to be talking about some of our favorite companies. Now, we're not talking about distilleries. We're talking about adjacent companies, chocolate companies, that type of thing. We'll do that in just a few. Hello, this is Steve Akeley, owner of the ABV Network, and I'm excited to announce a brand new partnership with Leatherwood Distillery in Pleasant View, Tennessee. Many of you have perhaps heard of Leatherwood via our co-host on the Bourbon Daily, Kaylee Baker, who works there. Well, they're now an official sponsor of the network, and we look forward to everyone getting to know a little bit more about them. Company founder Andrew Lang brought his brewing and distilling hobby with him during his years of service as a Green Beret in the United States Army. Whether he was at his home base of Fort Campbell or during tours of duty in places like Italy or Afghanistan, Lang distilled whatever was available to him locally. We are excited about getting to know Andrew Lang and his team better via our programming and are planning a trip down there for the ABV Network crew very soon. In the meantime, check them out at leatherwooddistillery.com, where they will ship bottles directly to you, including their special Remembering 9/11 series, which is raising money for military charities. Seriously, get out there, buy some bottles, help a good cause, and let us know what you think. We're really excited about this partnership. Hello, this is Steve Akeley, owner of the ABV Network, and let's talk for a moment about our sponsors, the people that make this show happen. First up is our friends at Moonshine University. In 2017, I completed my Executive Bourbon Steward certification at their office in Louisville. The information I learned through lead instructor Colin Blake and their team there is something that I continue to draw upon frequently in my role at the ABV Network. It truly is the standard of establishing a benchmark of knowledge of the bourbon industry. From history to production to brands and people, it's all there. Check out their full listing of programs, including Executive Bourbon Steward Certification, production classes if you're considering starting a distillery, and much more at moonshineuniversity.com. I also want to talk about Neely Family Distillery. Back in May of 2018, I met Royce Neely at Limestone Branch's Craft Bourbon Festival. It ended up not only being the start of a great friendship, I started to truly learn about what makes craft whiskey so amazing. You see, I had been a bourbon drinker for over 30 years at that point, and like many people who had been drinking bourbon a long time, I was hard-coded into thinking big bourbon was where it was at and craft was on a journey to get there. Spending time with Royce and learning the things he does to make his whiskey taste better started to really get me to appreciate how things like sweet mashing, open top fermentation, pot distillation, and the grains you are using not only makes your product taste better coming off the still, but also out of the barrel as well. I still love heritage brands and they make up a bulk of my collection. But when you find a craft distiller that is truly dedicated to the craft of distilling, you are drinking some of the best whiskey out there on the market today. That's exactly what's happening at Neely Family Distillery today. Check them out on the web at neelyfamilydistillery.com, or better yet, stop by and see them at their distillery in Sparta, Kentucky. And now, back to the show.
Scott Pinkowski loves the Bourbon Daily.
But can I have a kiss?
No. That doesn't work.
Welcome back to the Bourbon Daily. Today we're talking about non-bourbon bourbon companies.
Yes, we are. I'll kick it off because we were supposed to have a guest today, Chris Cruz, owner of Cruz Custom Flags. He's a veteran and come back and started his own company after serving his country. So we appreciate that. He had to cancel tonight, unfortunately, but he's got a great company. I just ordered one of his flags. It's called the Colonel, which I thought was appropriate. And we're in the process of redoing a room that's going to be a guest room for my bourbon friends when they come in, because of course, a lot of my bourbon friends aren't here from St. Louis. So when they come in, we'll have a room that'll be designated the bourbon room. And that's going to be kind of the center of that. It's a flag made out of barrel staves, which is, very, very cool. Bourbon barrel staves. And it's a neat, and he does some great work. So, and he also supports a lot of veteran charities and things like that. So he's doing not only some great, artistic work, but also doing some things that are good for the community, supporting veterans charities, which is always very important. So that'll be the one I'll throw out there first.
Yeah, I was looking at that website too, and I saw the flag, and I like that. But I also liked his, what was it, the bourbon box? That was pretty cool, because we were looking for something for a graduation gift for somebody who's into bourbon and whiskey, and the stuff that was in it, I was like, oh, that's the perfect beginner's bourbon, collection. It had like it had the glasses in there. I mean, it had all kinds of cool stuff in it.
Yeah. Well,
Need to get
that's cool. What are some other companies you guys like?
I was gonna say every and all of the chocolate companies. Rebecca
like
Ruth's, Art Eatable,
Art Eatables, yeah. Rebecca Ruth.
all those guys with
Ruth Hunt too. So that's the three. And Ruth Hunt likes this. So we got Tim Swites coming in. He was here for an earlier event, which is already completed.
Here comes Tim.
Tim, what's going on?
He took second.
Hey, what? I took second.
You took second place. Yeah, how about that? You tied for
That's
first.
pretty cool.
Yeah, then we had to go to the tiebreaker. Yes.
That's spectacular. Sorry, I just dialed in.
Yeah. That event's over. We're doing the Bourbon Daily now, so we're talking about.
Tim.
Before you go, Tim, you gotta share what's your favorite. We're not talking distilleries here. We're talking about our favorite bourbon type of company. So we're talking about like Chuck of Tears, or we talk Cruise Custom Flags, where he does the flags on a barrel staves. Those type of companies.
I got to tell you, the more recent one, I really like what the Old Bay Science.
Old Man Bay
Science is doing. I love the bourbon paraphernalia with the used stuff. Reclaim it to something of a memory or something. What's going on there, and I think that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yes. Anybody who's reclaiming that wood and redoing something with it, I think is great. I mean, you got your Columbia Barrel Company too, who's building the hats and the cigar cutters. Reclaiming that stuff is great too as well.
Oh yeah, they're doing a great job. Yeah, they're putting together Old Man Bay's.
Nice.
I'm showing my group. It's really cool. It's got an old fashioned podcast mic on.
It's really cool.
It's going to look like like a 1/8 of a barrel. So it's going to get the hoops on the top and bottom, and then of course it gets a glossy coating, which it doesn't have that yet. But
that's gonna be nice.
It's going to be nice. Yeah. So I had Old Man Bay make me up one of those. I thought that'd be cool. So yeah, I'm a big supporter of what he does. He's a good guy.
Well, sorry to interrupt.
Oh, that's all right, buddy.
Congrats, Tim, on second place.
Congrats on second place, man. Yeah. You get something from Stumpy. So look at what they've got and let me know what you want. And we'll get it sent to you. Okay.
You got it, guys. Take it easy.
Right.
Be well.
Right,
Bye, Tim.
Bye,
Tim.
There you go. And it comes on to get his accolades.
Surprise guest.
Yes, surprise guest.
He did
an hour and a half late.
Yeah, an hour and a half.
He's an hour and a half late for the event.
He's an hour and a half late, but he thought, well, I'll just check in. Maybe. They had to be happy when he saw we're here. He's like, oh, good.
You just need to get one of those. We're talking about all these different brands. Get the brand sponsored celebrity guest line, and every time somebody randomly drops into a show, hey, this is sponsored by Stumpy's celebrity guest line.
Yeah.
Dial it into the show.
Maybe, you know what? All right, that was sponsored by Stumpy's. I'm going to send him an invoice and just see if he pays it. That'll be one of those days. $40 for that sponsored phone call. Yeah, we'll see.
One of the ones that I like, because you can get a ton of stuff just personalized, and they reclaim a lot of the barrels and do different stuff like that, is Uncommon Goods.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if you've heard of them or not, but they do they do a personalized barrel flight, so you get the glasses with it, but the actual wooden flight you get to personalize, and you can put whatever you want on it. But I was kind of going through I used them before for something like that. They do a lot of things personalized, but I was looking at one and I just couldn't help but laugh, because I know we talked about it, or somebody talked about it on a show where people are always getting the lyrics wrong.
Yeah.
Songs. They actually have coasters that are called Mistaken Lyrics, and it has the wrong lyrics to songs on it. And I was like, that is perfect.
That's so cute.
That's good. Yeah. Another one, of course, is our old friend Paul. He used to be on the shows from time to time, but My Big Fat Greek Candle, if you're on Etsy, he's way up there in terms of candles. He's definitely OCD guy, but he puts that to work for him. So he literally, it helps him out manage that business. He's so, everything he does, he ordered, he's got to get that thing packed and out. He's running 9:00 at night. He's run up to the post office because he does pre-prints the labels, goes up there, drops it. And then another one comes in at 9:45. He's got to get it, wrap it up, pack it up. So yeah, it's just super customer service for sure. Plus great products. So
and the great thing about the one thing that he does is that if you have a bottle that really means something to you, you can ship it to him, or you can give it to him, and he will personalize your candle for you. So he'll do whatever you want with that. He'll cut it for you and put the scent in it.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
What's
Does a
his
great job.
name? What's his company name again?
My Big Fat Greek Candle.
Okay.
Yeah.
They're great ones. I've probably got like 6 around the house.
You can search that on Etsy, and he's at the Total Wines locally. He's also at some of the distilleries like Stumpy's. So yeah, he's out there. Wineries, also at some of the wineries. If you're going to wine country here in Missouri, he's at those too. So yeah, that's a good product.
Another good one is Penske's Picks.
Oh yeah.
Tom's.
Petchke. Yeah, Tom Petchke. Yeah, he does a great job. Yeah, and they're different. Yeah.
People love him, and he can like customize them for you for like if you're handing them out for like some sort of corporate event or something like that.
Groom gifts or that type of thing.
Like he'll put it whatever you want on them.
Yeah,
but he does them in like there's a shot glass he does them in, and they're dipped in wax. He's got the smaller ones you can put your logo on. Like he does a bunch of cool stuff with them, and I mean people love them.
Yeah. We're at the holiday time of the year. If you're looking for weird stocking stuff for those type of things, it's a great thing to throw in the stocking, and people be like, "You got me toothpicks? Wait till you try it." They're like, that toothpick. It feels like you could set one upright and then drive the car over it, and it would pop the tire and still be sitting there. It wouldn't break. They're amazing. So what
cool. Are the glasses that come in that case, Beka? That I know you guys had gotten them a while back. As a gift, it's a Glencairn carrying case.
So I have one from the Glencairn Glass Company that comes in like a black one. It has 2 stacked. I use that travel case all the time.
Do you? Okay, yeah, makes sense. That's a fragile glass, so they have a carrying case.
You guys brought it down to Key West with you, but I can't remember.
What did we have with us? Say we.
Well, if you want samples, the Bar to Go makes their.
The Bar to Go one. That's another great one.
Yeah.
We had let's see here. The Kaplan's got us some barrels that were printed, like 3D printed barrels that were pretty cool. Those things are nice.
You had the Glencairns in them?
Yeah. And
that's what it was.
But that was just a private guy that did those. And then Jeff from Iowa also made us cool little wooden carrying cases too for weed lines, which is pretty cool. Like
a little holster type of thing.
Yeah, those were really cool. But
put
again,
it on your belt.
I don't think he does it as a.
Yeah, was he on Maiden 515? I believe on Instagram. Yeah.
Is it 515? Yeah, you're right. It's
Maiden 515. So he's been a regular listener, and he doesn't really have a shop or anything, but if you talk to him, he's into woodworking. He might make you one because he also is into woodworking and leather. So that's a combination of both. So it's the wood and then the leather strap over it, which is cool. So
now I can tell you that I've bought a lot of Christmas presents already this year for friends and family, and the one thing that I have gotten them is the bourbon assignment.
Oh, yes. That's created by an artist. And yes, absolutely. That's the perfect gift this holiday season, bourbon assignments. I'll tell you what, it has been special though, doing that. There's, some people, on the trail this weekend that we're getting that. I stopped in at Bronner's place, and he's had a couple people come in, we didn't know that, asked them to autograph their book and stuff like that. I don't know. It's cool to think that people are around and utilizing that book for what I intended it for, to go and visit places that they might not have gone to. It's not just distilleries, it's other places as well. And it's a cool thing. It's cool.
Well, I can tell you, Jim and I were out and about today, and we stopped at a place over in Illinois to have a drink while we were out, and ran into a couple of guys from another bourbon club in St. Louis. And so we got to talking, and they were saying that, they go to Kentucky and everything. What are good places that we would go? And I said, hold on a minute. And I ran out to the car and I got the book, and I came in and they both took pictures. They're like, this is awesome.
Oh, that's great. That's cool. I need to hire Heidi and just have her drive around, because she talks to everybody and she's the world's best advocate. So yeah, Heidi's awesome for that stuff. Yeah. Yeah, and it was in one of the stores too I went into. So I went into Art Eatables, and I got it. It's going into Art Eatables, excuse me. It was in Bourbon Barrel Foods. So so I stopped at Bourbon Barrel Foods. They wanted me to come by and sign the books, but it's just cool walking in there and seeing them on the shelf. I mean, that's a business that I respect. Again, I don't know anybody there. It's not like they did it as a friend to me. It was a customer. Actually, the Legend had gone in there and talked about the book, and they wanted to order it. So they contacted me and ordered it. And then Art Eatables is they're going to have 12. They ordered 12 copies for each of their locations, so it's going in there next. So it's cool.
Those are also, good places that are bourbon places.
Yes. Yeah. Bourbon Barrel Foods is good. Everything. Yeah.
People love that stuff. We got people that come down just to pick it up from the distillery because they love it so much, and for good reason. It's delicious.
Everything they do is very good quality. It's like the top quality of anything that you get. So
yeah.
Anything else, gang?
Yeah, I got a couple.
Okay, good.
So you mentioned, wood pieces, and one of the ones I really like having around the house. I got this from the Barrel Art Store. I just found them through Amazon, and it's one of those stave flight holders. So it's an actual barrel stave that's got the flight holders, fits Glencairns perfectly. Love using that all the time. It also is great for candles if you don't want to put Glencairns in them during non-flight times. And you guys mentioned my wedding. So I found multiple different stores that either through Etsy or through their websites that do whiskey barrel inlays for rings. So if you're looking for a wedding band or anything like that, they stores like Vintage Gentleman, Stag Head Designs, and then the one I got my custom ring made through Bent Wood Jewelry. It's an Etsy shop, and they all do different rings that you can get with whiskey barrel inlays.
Okay.
Cool.
Any other ones, Evan?
I've gotten a variety of random stuff like
just throw them out there. People are looking this time of the year, and then I've got one more too. This is a product that we just gave out this weekend.
You can get a globe decanter for those that want to like take their actual like old dusty decanters and put them into like a new glass. Like I've got a globe decanter back at the house, and you can get for your coffee lovers out there. I think it's Oak and Bond does bourbon barrel finished or Scotch barrel finished coffee beans. Oh,
very nice. Very nice. So the one that I wanted to throw out there is, again, a person from Etsy, and the Etsy name is That Guy's Woodshop KY. So That Guy's Woodshop KY. He does some barrel heads where he actually uses a router, much like a kind of Old Man Bay type of things. But he also does a half barrel head, which is nice. It's a little bit easier to display. We actually gave a couple of those out as gifts this weekend. We had a couple of events, and people gave some behind the scenes tours at the end of it. We gave them these half barrel things that had the thank you from the ABV network, and then we signed them, and it was really a nice thing. Comes with the wire on the back too, because I've gotten some barrels before. Like I bought the Pappy Van Winkle signed barrel, and no way to hang it up. So then you got to do it yourself. You're not that handy. Like I'm not. I don't know exactly how I'm going to hang that thing up yet. I haven't figured that out yet. But these come all ready to go. It's all got the wire in there, and you can get a full size barrel head or a half barrel head, which is.
I know a guy that might know a guy that could.
Okay,
do it.
That's good. That's good. By the way, we have an assignment for Jim. So the warden was with me on this trip, and she saw a planter that was created out of barrel staves. That's a square, and she wants that big time. She was taking pictures. She's like, I'm going to ask Jim to make me one of these. So tell him to get ready.
Okay. Was that a buffalo tray, Steve?
Yeah, the buffalo, the Christmas where they had the little mini Christmas trees in, they were cool.
Also, just a little thing here that a study that I just read about Christmas, and all the distilleries we went to were already getting decked out for Christmas. There's a study that says that people that decorate for Christmas early are much happier than other people that do not. And so all the people who are haters about decorating for Christmas early can hate all they want, Evan Van Scoik. But guess what? People that are decorating for Christmas already are happier people.
It's funny. It's funny you said that, because I told Jim, I said, forget it. I'm not even going to put the fall stuff out. I'm going to go straight to Christmas decorations. Perfect. I was like, it's too late to put all my fall. I have some of it out, but I'm like, I might as well just go ahead and put the Christmas out.
I almost started decorating today for Christmas, but we started watching Yellowstone. So
I don't know. I'm a fan. Is there anything more that just puts you in a better mood than being, you got the tree on and the lights, and not even any other lights in the room. You just have the lights of the tree. I don't know. When you're drinking a bourbon, you got a glass like I've got here, and you're just drinking a little bourbon, sitting and that tree's on. Oh man, it's calming to me.
So we can have the regular Christmas tree up, and I can have all the other decorations up. it is not Christmas until we light up the bourbon barrel tree. Barrel stave. Jim built a barrel stave tree, and
He did. Oh, cool.
it's downstairs, and it's not Christmas until that thing has the lights on it. And
The
all the
official
decorations.
lighting of the barrel stave
Yeah,
tree. That kicks off the holiday season. There you go.
Like that.
All right. Well, good job today, gang. I think we gave people some good ideas where to go to look for things if they're searching this holiday season. Cool stuff. We'll wrap it up as we always do by talking about where people can find us. Evan, we'll start with you.
Yeah, I'm on Facebook as Evan Van Scoik or on Instagram, Wit Wisdom Whiskey.
All right. Heidi.
You can find me on Instagram as Heller_BellerBabe, or you can find me on Facebook as Heidi Topol Eller.
All right. Katie.
Well, you can find me over on Etsy looking up all these companies we talked about. I took notes. These are good. But when I'm done with that, I'll be back over at Instagram at Katie Proof.
All right. Miss Beka Sue.
You can find me on Twitter and on Instagram at Miss Beka Sue, 1K, no C's.
All right, for me, I'm an easy guy to find. I'm at Steve Akeley on Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook. I've got a website, steveakeley.com. We've also got that company website. That thing's abvnetwork.com. Check it out because everything that we do is out there. Previous shows, blogs, so much more, abvnetwork.com. Miss Beka Sue, anything else to say before we get out of here?
I just like to remind the audience to please give us a 5-star review that includes comments. It helps new people find the show, which is very important to us. If you like what we're doing, we ask that you please visit our Patreon page at patreon.com/the ABV Network.
All right, great job today, gang. For our audience, we'll have a brand new show for you tomorrow. Looking forward to that. Until then, take care, everybody. See ya.
Bye.
Hasta mañana.
Peace. Before we finish the show, let's chat for a moment about Moonshine Still Pro. Moonshine Still Pro has a full line of products to help the home distiller. Whether you just want to experiment on a small scale on the stove in your kitchen or try your hand at a bigger setup in the backyard, Moonshine Still Pro can help. They have different still offerings as well as accessories and even grains from Goldstone Mill to help you make whiskey on par with what you get from your favorite distillery. They can even assist with a DIY still project by supplying some of the parts you can't make yourself. Check them out at moonshinestillpro.com. At the ABV Network, we're lucky enough to have some great friends. Amongst those friends is the Goldstein family, owners of Goldstone Mill. Goldstone Mill is a full-service mill offering a variety of heritage and heirloom grains. Their unique approach of working with mills around the country allows them to offer you affordable shipping opportunities to meet the unique needs of your distillery or brewery. They will consult with you to ensure the grains you are selecting meets the unique flavor profiles you are looking for. If you are a home brewer or distiller and you're looking for the grains that your local distillery or brewery uses, Goldstone Mill is the place to look. Check them out on the web at goldstonemill.com, call them at 217-254-6613, or shoot them an email at hello@goldstonemill.com.
The Bourbon Daily is part of the ABV Network. For more information or to become a sponsor, please visit abvnetwork.com. Thanks for listening and cheers.
This has been a Steve Akeley production.